Students, we have discussed previously the different types of milling cutters, and you can see the picture of different types of milling cutters as well. Now today we will discuss some more on the milling cutters. Okay, so continuing the previous class, here in this particular slide you will find the different there are many types of standard milling cutters. Some of them are plain milling cutter, as you can see over here. Under that comes the light duty plain milling cutter, heavy duty plain milling cutter, helical plain milling cutter. Second is the side milling cutter, plain side milling cutter, staggered teeth side milling cutter, half side milling cutter, interlocking side milling cutter. Next is your metal slitting saw, plain metal slitting saw, then your staggered teeth metal slitting saw, and then is your angle milling cutter, under which comes the single angle milling cutter, then comes the double angle milling cutter. Last is your end milling. I already told you about the importance of the end milling cutter. That is very important and famous also. End milling cutter is one of the most widely used milling cutters. So in end milling cutter we have got taper shank end milled, straight shank end mill, shell end milled. Then we have T-slot milling cutter, Woodruff key slot milling cutter, and flying cutter as well. Okay. Now in this diagram you will find, now last and the least is the formed cutter, which is of two types, that is a convex milling cutter and the concave milling cutter. Okay, so here in this particular slide you find this one you must have remember from the previous lecture, that this is the particular Dovetall and this is the single end milling cutter. Similarly, you will find the staggered teeth and helical milling cutter and different types. Okay, so the previous slides was very important, as I earlier told you that this is the Dovetall milling cutter, as you can find over here. And this was the Woodruff cutter for cutting the keyways. Similarly, this was the end milling cutter. As you know, these are the most important and widely used milling cutters, so I am giving stress on this particular slides of the different types of the milling cutter as well, as you need to know. So you must remember these types of you don't you just have to visualize, as because they may not be asking you any questions on particular on this type of milling cutters, but for your future perspective, from the future perspective I am saying these milling cutters are very important for your industrial interviews as well as industrial uses also. So you may find widely popular milling cutters as this end mill cutters, Woodruff cutters, thread mill cutters, and these hobbing cutters, involute cutters, Dovetall cutters. So if you don't know how this looks like, that will be a very embarrassing situation for you in any industry. So as a mechanical engineer, you must have a clear cut idea, at least a visualization of how the milling cutters, different milling cuts look like. At least look, the problems coming out in the gate numericals, actually the gate is said to be the most hardest type examination of the engineering examinations. From the engineering perspective, I must tell you that whatever maybe the problems coming out in the engineering gate examinations, that you can easily solve using the formulas, but from the perspective of future perspective, I can tell you that when you are ready to move in the industry and when you are working in the industry, you will be facing a lot of problem if you don't know what this actually, you may have seen this but you don't know the name. So at least you can tell your supervisor or the persons that are working under you that this particular cutter is known as the Woodruff cutter. Unless and until, it will be a very embarrassing situation for you. So I am emphasizing and giving stress on this particular slides of different types of milling cutters. So you must take a clear view of how the different types of these milling cutters look like. Maybe it's a end mill cutter or a Woodruff cutter or a invert gear cutter or a hop cutter or a dovetail cutter. You must have a visualize. Someone's in the industry shows you this type of cutter and asks you, you are a graduate, you are engineering graduate, you are a BTech, just let me know what the name of this particular cutter that is fitted on a milling machine. So you have to tell that this is a side and face cutter. So you must have a clear perspective, visualization of different types of milling cutters. So this is the dovetail cutter, this is the Woodruff cutter, and this is the side and face cutter. Okay, now let us today have some knowledge on different types of milling cutters. Okay, so previously you already know this is the helical cutter, this is the dovetail cutter, and I already mentioned you the different types of cutters that are being widely used in industries. You may take a screenshot of this particular slide, then we will move to the next slide. Okay. Okay, now let us discuss in brief the different types of milling cutters. Now, shell type, or is known as the end mill cutter. Face milling cutters under 6 inch. This is solid multiple tooth cutters with teeth on face and periphery. This is the characteristics of a shell type, that is the end mill type of cutter. It is generally held on stub arbor. I already mentioned you the term of arbor. Arbor is that particular type of holding device used in milling machine used to hold a particular cutter. Okay, so arbor you have to keep in mind. They might be asking you questions on what is the particular name of that particular holding device that is being used in milling machine to hold the cutting tool or cutters, milling cutters. You must have to tell that that is known as arbor. So it may be threaded or use key in shank to drive cutter. So that is the type of shell type. Next is your plain milling. That is the most simplest type of milling cutter that is being widely used during machining of workpiece or metals, you can say. So that is the plain milling. Okay, now it is widely used, as you can see written over here in this particular slide. Now this is a picture. This is a plain is a simple type of milling machine, milling cutter, you can see. So it is a cylinder of high speed steel with teeth cut on periphery. So you can see of teeth cut on the periphery. This is the periphery. Okay, now it is used to produce flat surface. Flat surface, there is the even surface, just to remove materials from the surface of the metals. That is the prior main function of a plain milling cutter. Okay, next it has got its several types. One is the light duty, and next is the light duty helical, and next is the heavy duty, next is the high helix type. Okay, that is the use of the plain milling cutter. Okay, next use is the angular cutter. This is a single angle. There is a teeth on the angular surface, may or may not have teeth on flat 45 degree or 60 degree. It is having double angle also, so it is having two intersecting angular surfaces with cutting tooth on both, and it is also having equal angles on both side of line at right angle to axis as well. So angular cutter, that is having some angle as well. Okay, so you can see over here there is having some angle over here. This is the having the angle. Okay, moving to the next slide where we have the side milling cutter. So talking about the side milling cutter, we have already completed the previous slides on different types of angular cutters of the milling machines and different various cutters of the famous cutters of the milling cutters actually that are being widely used and famous as well in industrial purposes as well. Now coming to the side milling cutter, it is comparatively narrow cylindrical milling cutters with teeth on each side and on periphery, and it is generally used for cutting slots and for face and straddle milling operations. It is free cutting action at high speeds and feeds. It is suited for milling deep and narrow slots. Okay, so previously we have in the previous slides we have discussed about the different types of angular cutters. Now we have got this side milling cutter. So the basic difference between the angular cutters or the typical type of milling cutters and the side milling cutter is it is generally used for cutting slots and for face and straddle milling operations as well. Okay, now free cutting action at high speeds and feeds, it is also suited. Okay, now for it is for milling deep narrow slots, we have got also the side milling cutter as well. Okay, so you can find the difference between the side milling cutter and the angular milling cutter as well. Okay, now let us move to the next slide. Now look at next slide, we have got this particular Woodruff milling cutter. Now previously I have told you that this particular Woodruff type of milling cutter is being widely used for cutting the key slots, generally key slots for easy holding of the different attachments in a particular machine. Okay, now what we have over here, you can see over here, this is the particular type of Woodruff key cutter. Look, I must emphasize you this thing, that you must have a clear visualization what a particular Woodruff cutter looks like, as because they may be going to ask you in different competitive examinations the different types, different objective questions coming out of this particular Woodruff cutter. So you must have a visualization, clear-cut concept of visualization of this particular Woodruff type of milling cutters. Okay, unless and until you have a clear concept of this particular Woodruff type of milling cutter, you are not going to give a proper answer for the MCQs they are going to ask you in competitive examinations. So you must have a clear-cut concept of this particular Woodruff type of milling cutters. Now let us discuss about the different functions of the Woodruff milling cutters. So as you can see, Woodruff key sheets are cut into shafts to retain a Woodruff key. The Woodruff key sheet cutters come in many different standard sizes. Now if you carefully look at this particular diagram, you must take a screenshot of this particular Woodruff cutter. And this will help you to visualize in your future as well. So this Woodruff key slot milling cutter, this Woodruff, this is mainly used for cutting the key slots in different machines. Okay, so this is also going to be a very widely used and popularized Woodruff milling cutter. Okay, so this is a different thing. This is a Woodruff key and this is the Woodruff cutter. Okay, so next we move on to end mills. Okay, now look, similar to the Woodruff cutter, end mills are widely and frequently used cutting tool for the vertical milling machine as well as the milling cutters also. So you must take a note of this end mills as well. This end mills and the Woodruff cutters and the Dovedel cutters and the this gear cutters, that is a convex or concave type gear cutters or the involute type of gear cutters, they are very important for your examinations purposes as well. So you have to keep in mind, you have to clear cut concept on the visualization of the different types of end mills cutters, Woodruff cutters and the this angular cutters as well. So coming to the end mill cutters, you can see over here, these are the end mill cutters as well. The most frequently used cutting tool for the vertical milling machine is the end mill cutter. So you must have a clear cut concept of what does a particular end mill looks like. Okay, so end mills may have 2, 3, 4 or more flutes, may be right or left hand cutting. So that is the particular end mill cutter which are being widely used in a milling cutter. Okay, so these are most widely used and frequently used, as I must say, in a particular milling machine. Okay, now coming to the tapered end mills. Tapered ends, tapered end mills are used in mold making, die work and pattern work. Okay, pattern making. Now look, this tapered end mills, as you can see over here, this is a taper. As you can see, the diameter is being reduced as you go towards the end of this particular end mill. That's why it is known as the tapered end mill cutter. Now this particular picture you are seeing over here is known as a 3-flute tapered end mill. Now this tapered end mills are used in mold making, die work and pattern making as well. Okay, now these tapered end mills have included tapers ranging from 1 degree to more than 10 degrees. Now look at this particular picture. So you will find that if you consider this angle, this is the angle. So if you consider this angle, you will find that it varies from 1 degree to 10 degree. Okay, so that is the tapered end mill. So you must take a note that taper end mills are used in mold making, die work and pattern making. They are very, very important, tapered end mill, and also called die sinking mills as well. Okay, next we have straddle milling. Now look at this particular picture, straddle milling. When 2 or more vertical surfaces are machined at a single cut, the operation is called straddle milling. Straddle milling is accomplished by mounting 2 side milling cutters on the same arbor. Arbor, the holding device for the cutting tools in a particular milling machine, and it is set apart at an exact spacing. Okay, 2 sides of the workpiece are machined simultaneously and final with dimensions are exactly controlled. Now look at this side milling. So you can see over here this hexagonal shape bolt head is being straddle milled by these 2 cutters, straddle milling cutter. Okay, so this is the purpose of the straddle milling. Now coming to the keyway milling. It is a process of cutting keyways of different shapes along the axis of the cylindrical surface of shafts into which keys are fitted to provide a positive method of locating and driving members on the shafts. A keyway is also machined in the mounted member to receive the key. So this is the keyway milling. As you can see, this is the keyway cutter and it is being machined in this particular diagram. Now coming to the gang milling. Now look at this particular picture. These are the milling cutters. This is the support. In gang milling, what we are utilizing, 2 or more milling cutters are mounted on the same arbor and used when cutting horizontal surfaces. All cutters may perform the same type of operation, or each cutter may perform a different type of operation. For example, several workpieces need a slot, a flat surface and an angular groove. The best method to cut this would be a gang milling. As I was telling you, this gang milling has got a different type of operation. So it uses different type of milling cutters. Okay, now coming to the form milling. From the name itself you can visualize that form, it is giving the form. So form milling is the process of machining special contours composed of curves and straight lines, or entirely of curves at a single cut. This is done with formed milling cutters shaped the contour to be cut. It uses concave, convex or corner rounding cutters. As you can see over here, the concave, this is the corner, and this is the convex. So this is going to be the very important diagram for visualizing the concave cutter, the corner cutter, and the concave convex cutter as well. So you must take a screenshot of this particular slide. Next, look at this particular picture. This is a picture of a drilling machine, and this is a taper sank, this is the neck, this is the body. As you can see over here, this is a functional length over whole length, this is the height of the point, this is the clearance angle, as you can see over here, and this angle is the most important angle. This is this angle, this is a point angle, this is known as the point angle of a drill. Okay, so in the next class we will be having a discussion on the different types of nomenclature of the drilling machines as well. Okay, and now as of now we have already discussed the different types of milling cutters, the widely being used milling cutters, the purposes of milling cutters, different uses of milling cutters, the widely used milling cutters in different industrial purposes. So I think it has been a very interesting class, as we have already covered the maximum types of milling cutters as well. In the next class we will have a small session on the different types of the drilling cutters. Generally the drilling cutters are much more alike. We will have a small session on the geometry, that is very important for the understanding, clear cut understanding of the drilling bits or drilling tools, and helix angle, the point angle is going to be very important for your examinations, different type of examinations. So we will be having a discussion on the drilling in the next session of our video. And as of for now, I think it is obvious for you to have a clear cut concept of the different types of the milling cutters. Hope you have enjoyed today's class. Thank you for watching.